Hello, folks. I wanted to talk a little bit today, face behind the Let's Play type of stuff. Actually wanted to talk about college and, going to university, going to any of that. I think that it's a decision that's going to be impacting many of you watching, and the decisions behind it are somewhat difficult. It's a very, very scary time going out into college, and a lot of people. The scarier part then is coming out of college, right? I can tell you with complete assurance that nobody is going to give you a job, a good job, a great job, because you've graduated college. The fact of the matter is, now there's certain exceptions, obviously. You go to a really, really good school, you're probably, you'll probably be able to find something, but your average college is just not that big of a deal anymore. Part of the problem for that, I hate to classify myself socialist, communist, capitalist, whatever, but I try and look at the mindset of it, and the capitalist mindset is really what has poisoned college and higher education today, because it is so much more about making money. It's frustrating in seeing that so many people are taking 5 years to get out of college today. So many people are just struggling through it, and the schools don't give a shit. The schools really don't care as long as they're collecting your tuition and your money. Going on my background a little bit, yes, I'm going to be bragging slightly, but it was also a reason that the second I got out of college, I got a job. It wasn't a great job. It was a 12-hour night shift, but at least it was in the career path that I wanted, and I worked my ass off through that. But what I did was I overloaded courses. So I was taking 6 courses, 7 courses a semester, as opposed to 5, which was the standard for our curriculum there. And so I graduated a semester early. I've got a Bachelor's of Science in Information Technology. Management of Information Technology in 3.5 years. I don't consider myself incredibly genius or super smart, but I worked very hard. I think I have a very, very strong work ethic, and that's all you need. I took an internship, so I went through the place that I'm actually employed right now, Penn Stainless. I took an internship there doing IT work for them, so I built up a system, and it was fun. It was a great chance. So I did that type of stuff. I got to really know my professors. We went out for drinks. I, tried to get myself really involved. These are the types of things that matter. If I can give any tips for those of you in college, going into college, is the college experience is so goddamn overrated. You're going to have a great time for a few years, and then you're strapped with debt and you're screwed trying to find a half-decent job. Was it really worth it for those great times? I've always been one of those people that's very much into kind of investing for the future types of stuff. So, I didn't do as many of the college party stuff. To be honest, I just don't have that much of an interest in it as me as a personality. But and I still had some fun. I still did stuff, but I never really went wild or crazy. I never, really showed up to class hungover or stuff like that. And that's huge. You're paying money for these courses. You're paying money for these classes. And to piss it away for a chance to break away from mom and dad, that's what happens. That's why so many people can't get a job. I can't promise, obviously, but I could say that if you really, really put your nose to the grindstone, if you work hard, I'm not talking about, being a super genius and having to, if you work hard, you will be able to get through it, and you have a much better chance of getting a job. You have to differentiate yourself from everyone else. The reason that I wanted to graduate a semester early, not only does it look impressive, but now I'm out in January. I'm looking for a job in January, not in May, when there's a huge saturation of college kids looking for, jobs. I was towards, I'm a little bit freer then. Getting the internship helped significantly. The job that I work today, I did IT work there as an internship at Penn Stainless. Now I'm their system administrator, which is awesome for me. But it's those types of things. So what I can recommend to you guys is that colleges are a business. They don't give a shit about you or your future as long as you can pay them back. And trust me, they will make sure that they get quote-unquote paid back the best they can. What you need to do if you're thinking of the college path is differentiate yourself and don't worry as much about the college experience as you do about trying to really accelerate yourself. Because part of the great joy of it now, I love where I'm at. I bought a house, I bought a car, I have a cat. You know, I love where I'm at in my life. And a part of that is because I worked very, very hard. A college degree is not all that impressive anymore. They're a dime a dozen. What can you do to differentiate yourself from everyone else out there? What can you do to make yourself better? Obviously, it's me. So I'd like to be very approachable for my fans or anything like that. If you guys have any questions, if you want any advice or anything, I can give you the best advice that 26-year-old Togoff can give. I can say, you know, all of that hard work that I put in, I feel has paid off tremendously for me. It is very cool to own my own house. It is very cool to go out, buy my own car. It's very cool to have disposable fun money. But a lot of that came from working very hard. And don't think that you need college to get to this point. There are plenty of alternatives, and there's no shame attached to not going to college. In fact, you know, it may be best if you get a job doing something and go to college for your night courses. What that does, you tend to get much more serious people who are really caring about accelerating their future and not mommy-daddy money, people who really want to get further. So that's an alternative, and that's a perfectly great alternative. Ultimately, you know, at the end of the day, you need to watch out for yourself. And this kind of got sparked by, I had a bit of a, not argument, a discussion back and forth with my parents about how hard it is for college kids to get jobs today. And while a part of that is true, the other part of that is that a college degree is just not all that impressive anymore. And, you know, any of you who have gone through college, we've seen plenty of people that have graduated that if you were a manager, you wouldn't hire them. So, just because they had that degree. So, anyway, folks, that's kind of just what I wanted to throw out there. You know, feel free to shoot me any messages or anything like that if you need any advice or if you're looking, you know, what's the best path, and I'll see what I can do. As always, folks, thanks for watching, and cheers to you all and good luck to you all.